This is problem 2.1.9, and the company has 5 warehouses, only 2 of which have the product in stock. And the salesperson just calls the warehouses in random order until she finds one that has the item in stock. And X is the number of calls until you find it. So if we were to set this up, we want to find the PMF. So basically we're finding X, and then we want to find the probability, which we can abbreviate with PI. So X could be, well, it can't be 0 calls. She has to make at least 1 call, or 2 calls, or 3 calls, or 4 calls, but that should be the end because at least 2 have the product, so on the 4th warehouse she should hit it. Okay, let's see. So let's find the probability that X equals 1. So the probability that she finds the product on the first call. There are 2 warehouses that have it out of 5 total, so the probability would just be 2/5. But now let's find the probability that X equals 2. What this means is it's the probability that the first doesn't have it, and, keyword there, and, second does have it. And so because as an and, we have to multiply. So the probability that the first one doesn't have the product would be 3 out of 5, because there's 3 out of 5 that don't have the product. And then I want the second one to have it, so it would be 2 that have it, but technically there are only 4 warehouses left, because we've already called one and eliminated it. Okay, this simplifies to 6 out of 20 or 3 out of 10. Now for the probability that X equals 3, we're going to have to do the same thing. So this is the probability the first doesn't, and second doesn't, and third does. So for the first one to not have it, there's 3 out of 5 that don't have it. And then we want the second one to not have it either. We've already eliminated 1 warehouse that doesn't have it, so there's 2 out of 4 left that don't have it. Then for the third one, we're actually hoping they do have the product. There are still 2 warehouses that have it, but there are only 3 warehouses left. Because again, we're thinking of it as we're drawing these warehouses without replacement. So this was simplified to 0.2 or 1/5. Now at this point you can remember that all probabilities add up to 1 and find your last probability that way, or we can continue our logical method. So the probability that X equals 4. So we want the first one to not, second one not, third one not, fourth one does. So again it would be 3/5 times 2/4 times we want the third one to not, so there's only 1 out of 3 left that don't, and then finally we want 1 house to have it, so there's 2 that have it out of 2 total. And so if we calculate that, it gives us 1/10. And so you can see that we found the PMF. Here's our PMF with each X value and each probability. Again, by the time you call the 4th warehouse, you have to have located it, so we don't have to keep going. The probability is 0 for all other X values. And this is our PMF, and then you can find the CDF just using the method we learned in class.